All right. Let's go. This one's about Little D from the YSL trial. Cross examination. Now he's being cross examined by the defense attorney. So now a whole different approach and communication is going to be at hand when you see Little D get handled with respect, how he talks more, you know? And this is something that Miss Love need to look back at and work at because you can't be so aggressive. You understand? You already got the young man by the balls, and you just squeezing and got the whole world looking at him. You know what I mean? This is what's going through his mind, Miss Love. But anyway, if you subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're going to get right into this. We're going to play the tape. We're going to show you the cross examination. We're going to show you how Lord D handled it, how, and what went down coming from Lord D's mouth himself. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and let's do this, man. All right. All right. You know what it is. We back in the house, and we doing what we got to do. Unique Mecca audio here. We're going to play Lord D's cross-examination by one of the defense attorneys, and he's going to let it be known from his mouth what went on down there with YSL. All right. Let's get this thing popping.
Let's go back to 2015. Mr. Sharp talked about that some already. Let's return then to back in that summer of 2015. You testified that you were a drug user back then, right?
Yes.
And that at the time of that interview, August 5th, 2015, and I guess preceding that, you'd been going through withdrawal, right?
Yes.
But one of the things that you said on direct was that you can't put a guy with autism and ADHD in an interview room and expect him to tell the truth. You remember saying that?
Can't. I remember saying it though.
Okay. So you think people with autism can't tell the truth?
I mean, yes, but the tension and it kind of.
Are you blaming your lying on your autism?
I'm blaming my state of mind in that interview I'm blaming what I said in the interview on my mind.
On your mind.
It's not my heart.
But folks with ADHD, they're capable of telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not the autism and the ADHD that made you lie in that room, right?
No.
It was you trying to save yourself, correct?
Yes, I said that.
Okay. Today, as you sit here, you're a grown man, right?
Yes.
You take responsibility for your actions, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you talk to the police, when you talk to Gaither and Dennis in 2015, you testified that you lied, right?
Yes.
And you lied on others to protect yourself.
Yes.
And you testified you thought, F everybody else, right?
I was dead wrong, yes.
And including everybody else, F Yak, F my client.
I was especially wrong for that.
Yeah, especially wrong for that, because he's sitting right over there right now on trial, right?
He never showed me nothing but love.
I'm glad.
You see that? He said, especially Yak, and then he said, Yak ain't never showed him nothing but love. Then why you testifying against him? But I understand from what he's saying is that when he was younger, he made choices thinking he could get away with it, and now that he know better as an adult, he don't want to be judged for that. So now he's being 100, even though he wasn't being 100 back then. But the question is, can you redeem yourself after getting in the interrogation room with these people? That's the question that I'm asking y'all to put in the comments. Can you redeem yourself after you agree to testify and give information that starts an indictment that get a man on the stand fighting for his life and them using you as a key witness. And then now when it's time to testify in front of them, you saying I can't do it. Now I want to go back to being a man, forget the cowardice ways that I made back then. Judge me on what I'm doing now today. Can that happen? Y'all put that in the comments. Let's get back to this program. All right.
Glad to hear you say that. Thank you. And you testified today that you love Garlington. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And you also testified previously, earlier today. Are you okay, Mr. Zachary?
I got headaches. I'm okay.
I'm sorry. I'm going to try to speak a little quieter then. I don't want to make
It's
it.
okay. I get them. I'm good. It's okay.
Do you need any medication?
No, I'm
Water
okay.
or anything?
Hold up. Did y'all just see that? Hold up. Let me put the other screen up there. Did y'all see that's some real shit right there that y'all missed? When they zoomed in on his man that he's testifying against, he said, I feel lightheaded. I feel faint. Because it hurts him to his soul what he's doing. It discombobulated his functions that he feel lightheaded, needs some water, and get dizzy spells. Don't get involved in the street so you don't have to get discombobulated, needing water and getting dizzy spells. Don't say I didn't tell it to you. Did you see when they panned in on his homie? Oh man, I gotta rewind that for y'all, man. That was just a little too much. We're gonna go back to about here, man. Right. I don't wanna go too far back. We're gonna play this out. Look.
Today? Are you okay, Mr. Zachary?
I got headaches. I'm okay.
I'm sorry. I'm going
Look.
to try to speak a little quiet.
Look.
That you love Garlington. You remember that?
Look at this.
Yes.
Okay.
See? This way he zoomed in on him.
And you also testified previously, earlier today. Are you okay, Mr. Zachary?
I got headaches. I'm okay.
I'm sorry. I'm going to try to speak a little quieter then.
When
I
he
don't
had to
wanna-
look at his
I
man.
get them. I'm good. It's okay.
Do you need any medication?
No, I'm
Water
okay.
or anything?
No, I'm good. I will
All
get them.
Okay. If you have any issues while I'm asking you questions that make it difficult for you to answer, just let me know, okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Anyway, you testified that you love Garlington, right?
Yes.
And earlier you testified that you lied because Garlington came to you with a play.
Yes.
You testified also that you don't want to name folks. You don't want to lie on folks from Cleveland Avenue, right?
Yes.
And Yak's not from Cleveland Avenue. So you can lie on him, right?
Yes.
And your play that Garlington came to you with, that play was to name Shannon and Yak as being involved in the murder of Nutt.
It really wasn't like Garlington told me like what somebody else had implicated him in and wanted him to do.
Yeah. But in that interview, you lied and you said that Yak was involved in the murder of Donovan Thomas. You told the cops that.
I lied.
You lied. And when you lied and you told them that, they didn't dive in and ask you details of that at all, did they?
No.
They just took that and they went with it, correct?
Yes.
No further questions about that. And you remember testifying that you're cool with Copeland, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, all right. You're cooler with Are you cooler with Copeland than you were with Yak?
I don't even remember, but
Okay.
Copeland.
Well,
I met Copeland first, so
Yeah. And you testified that you didn't hang out much with Yak back then. You said you didn't hang out often. You remember that?
yes.
Okay. You also said, tell me if you remember testifying to this. Yak never told me nothing. You remember saying that?
He never.
Yak never told you he was involved in the Donovan Thomas murder.
No.
So you just made all that up.
Yes. I told y'all that. See, I don't know like if they ever got, but I done told my lawyer, like, when they came with deals and stuff, I was locked up, like, I was lying. Like, no, that's why I never took no plea or nothing. Like, I'm on probation, it got nothing to do with this or nothing.
I understand, but you're sitting here today, right?
Yes,
And my client Yak is sitting over there, right?
yes,
And you're not on the indictment.
no.
So it worked out okay for you.
No, it didn't.
It didn't. It didn't work out okay for Yak, did it?
No.
All right. I think I got to explain this, right? The lawyer trying to tell him, pay attention now. I'm giving you all some jewels. That's why, my Instagram is on there. Follow me at Instagram right above my head. Cash App is up there. I don't give a $5, whatever. Make sure you hit the icon that says it's created in 2020. I'm give y'all some priceless jewels, right? He sat there and he said, that worked out fine for you, didn't it? Right? He said, no, it didn't. He said, yeah, but Yak's sitting over there and you sitting over there. So it worked out fine for you. You're not on the indictment. Right? That's what y'all heard, right? And then he said, nah, it didn't work out right for me. What he's saying when he's saying it didn't work out right for him is that he stabbed himself in the heart when he went in that interrogation room years ago. So it didn't work out right for him because he violated. And he know now he violated. And he know he forever got to wear that. Just like, God forbid, if Yak is found guilty, he forever got to do that time. So that's all that is right now. He's letting it be known that, nah, it ain't work out for me. I'm labeled a rat right now. What do you mean work out for me? But the lawyer is saying it worked out for you because you're free. You're not on the indictment. And he say, nah, I'm not free in my head because in my head I violated the oath. And you can tell that's an official dude right there. Before all of this, that's an official dude. And yes, this gonna blow the case up. It's gonna free him off of this state case. I got Young Thug winning the state case. Just the way this whole thing is going. This whole thing looking crazy. There's no jury in their right mind is gonna really go for this crap right here. So we just gotta pray the feds don't move in and get that, federal indictment and use these same acts that they're talking about that they got immunity from using against them as overt acts to bring it over into the conspiracy count in the federal court to then attach it to a RICO charge to double their time from 10 to 20 years to 20 to life. But that's the games they play. Can you see that flow? Because I lived that. And now I'm trying to prevent you from living that as well. You can't get no better than that. You got a man that done been to hell, been to the other side, and he's telling you now, don't do it. It's not worth it. Let's get back to the table. I don't think y'all understand the words that are coming out of my mouth.
So you lied in 2015. In 2017, in your interview, you lied then too.
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
But in that 2017 interview, you also said that you didn't believe those guys did it. You didn't believe Yak did it anymore. You remember that?
Objection, asked and answered.
In your 2017 interview, you said you didn't believe those guys, meaning Yak, Shannon, and the others, did it.
I'm going to answer you and I'm going to explain.
Go ahead.
Yes, because, yes, I said that, but I had already, told the lawyer. That's why I told y'all, I don't know how I end up in there.
I understand. Thank you for
I
clarifying.
had been telling them, already that I was lying.
Yeah. And when they asked you who you thought did it, you said that you thought Kenneth Copeland did it.
Yes. But
Never mind. I withdraw my objection on
All right, she gonna put an objection to something that he's gonna respond that's gonna help you. But anyway, right? He's sitting here right now. His whole world is coming down around him because he want to be seen as the man that he was before he went in that interrogation room. And that's how he wants his legacy. But he made a bad choice. And that's why he's sitting here now in the manner that he's sitting here. and they ask them some serious questions that's going to be used over in, God forbid, a federal indictment.
You told Dennis and Gaither that you thought Woody was the shooter.
Your Honor, objection as to mischaracterization, and
He can answer yes, he told him that, or no, he didn't.
Is that the end of your objection?
yes.
Okay, overruled.
You told Dennis and Gaither that Woody was the shooter in your 2017
Okay.
interview.
Yeah, sustained on that.
Okay. Do you remember saying that?
Your Honor,
All right.
objection if he's, what?
You said,
Yeah.
do you remember testifying? Do you remember in your interview in 2017 with Dennis and Gaither, do you remember saying one reason you thought Woody was the shooter, that y'all were
Your Honor,
calling
I'm
him
going
all
to
day?
object.
Hang on.
I'm going to object as to this line of questioning. I think it gets into something that has been litigated and opens the door to other things.
Okay, well, I don't know about that.
I will
but-
withdraw the question.
Okay.
Okay. Do you appreciate that sitting here today, your lies have caused Yak
Objection,
Tremendous amounts of
improper
problems.
question.
Uh, and-
Objection, improper. Vague, speculation, relevance.
Sustained.
Do you appreciate
So that's where we at right now. We have a young man that made a bad move from the street by sitting down in the interrogation room. And as his life moves forward and he got more deeper engulfed in the street, he learned more about the codes of the street and realized that he violated the number one code of the street is thou shalt not tell. Thou shalt not tell. So being that he violated that, it's eating him up right now while he's on the stand. But he's such a strong man and strong-willed that he went there to get the benefits and rewards of the spoils of his telling. And he's sitting there. He's looking at them like, I'm going to do what I can to help the homies and keep it 100 from here on out and hope the homies and society forgive me, understand me, and embrace me. And forgive me for that one mistake that I made, because there's enough people out there that could forgive me for that, where there's not as many hardcore gangsters standing on man time saying that he told, so he told, and you could never get it back. So that's going to be a debate going back and forth, whether these young men told, because I see a lot of people ask that, but I don't get into that, right? You know what it is. You know how I feel, so I don't need to even beat a dead horse in the head. But that's where we at. So what I'm saying is, don't get involved in the street. You don't have to worry about this, and none of this is going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. So just fall back, be easy, and let things play out, man. If you subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's get this thing popping. Cop the book at roaringharlem.com. Website, roaringharlem.com. All right.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. Baby horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the